It's Tonya with Life with Tonya, and we're back with another 2 Cent Tuesday where I share my thoughts and opinions on a trending relationship topic and issues that I came across while scrolling around online. So this week's topic is not necessarily about a relationship, but it sort of kind of is connected to a relationship. And so let me get into the context of the creator that made this post. So we have a young lady here. She's young, she's wealthy, and true rag to riches type story. To my understanding, she was working a regular 9-to-5er like most of us is out here. And during the pandemic, she created a product and she utilized TikTok to help build her success. So created a product that had a real good selling. And if I'm not mistaken, she's a millionaire, maybe a billionaire. And worst case scenario, she's at least very wealthy. So she's wealthy, she's rich, young, lit, turned, all that good stuff. But over the weekend, she's showing off a piece of her lavish lifestyle that she worked hard for. And she captioned the video, "Life is hard, but at least I'm not a baby mama." So anytime you start throwing around the baby mama type conversations, you're going to guarantee have a party in your comment section. And I'm pretty sure she got a nice little social media check due to the back and forth that's happening in her comment section right now. But, baby mama type comments, you always have the baby mamas versus the non-baby mamas. And that's exactly what's happening in her comment section right now. And some of the things that the women are saying in there is that divorce can also turn anyone into a single mother. And being permanently bonded to an ain't-ish man is not a flex, so get that abortion. And not having kids are nice. Hit dogs will holler. And laughing at another woman is sickening. Why can't we all just uplift each other? Which I very much agree. Laughing at another woman is sickening because the situation you laugh at today can be the situation you are a part of tomorrow. But in my opinion, I believe that this post is coming from a place of relationship insecurity, and I'm going to explain why in a little bit. It kind of goes back into my post that I made a few weeks ago about this mean girl energy, that oftentimes we have this built up resentment because we're trying to hide how we feel on the inside so that we can continue showing up for who we want to pretend to be on the outside. And usually it's because we are part of some toxic relationship or situation that has us feeling some type of way on the inside. And because we're either not ready to address that toxic relationship, or we're not strong enough to get out of it, or we just want to hurt others for us having to hurt, we kind of say and do mean little things toward other women to kind of validate our insecurities and what we got going on the inside. And that is what I think she did here. My guess is she was probably involved with a toxic man, and that man possibly cheated on her and got another woman pregnant outside of their relationship. And this post was kind of used as a means to bash that baby mama of her toxic ex. But she probably didn't think about it, attacking a whole community of baby mothers. She was just targeting that one woman more than likely. And at the same time, is the people in the comments who are agreeing with her, the battle that has now turned into the battle of the baby mamas in the comments here, is validating her ego as to now these women dumping off on baby mamas and why they are part of this problem, and just bashing a baby mama for being a mother, in my opinion, because again, most baby mamas did not roll over this morning and said, "Hey, today is the day I become a baby mother." And if you ever been in a relationship with any type of toxic man, manipulator, narcissist, chances are these guys, they wear a mask for a long period of time. And whether you were able to marry them or if you were fortunate enough not to marry them, toxic men use pregnancy as a means to force pregnancy on a woman as a means to try to keep their relationship together, as a means to control their women. So when it comes to baby mothers and why they have children and why they are single and not in a relationship, it's a very sticky, sensitive type of topic. All types of behind the scene things went on as to why you see a single woman out here raising a child alone. But so back to the point of being this post being weird on Mother's Day weekend. So Mother's Day is already sensitive for a lot of women, a lot of moms, but it's even particularly hard for baby mothers or single mothers because their partner that they created the child with never acknowledges them for doing a good job or being a good mother that they are. Single mothers, they have to put in 2 and 3 times the work to make sure that their household is financially stable as that of a 2-parent household. They either working long hours or working multiple jobs, and at the same time they're having to pour into their children nonstop so that their children do not become a part of the statistic of being a high school dropout or a teen pregnancy. And emotionally it's just a lot. The list can go on and on as to how single mothers pour into their kids just to make sure their kids are decent human beings for society. But again, how comments like this connect back to that mean girl energy is because, again, she was more than likely in a toxic relationship where her partner cheated on her and had a baby by someone else, and now she's using her platform to validate her bruised ego as to pat herself on the back as to why she's not a baby mother. Because despite the success that she has built for herself, very humble beginnings, or at least what appeared to be a humble beginning, very humble beginning, appeared to be a sweet person, but she made this type of comment out of an insecure place to where she is attacking and targeting single mothers because they choose to maintain the responsibility of taking care of their child. And what else I have here? Yeah, so the point is, though, and one of the comments that I also agree with that I saw in there was that, life has a way of humbling us about speaking on things that we don't necessarily know about. And I absolutely agree. I mean, again, the only way that you can guarantee yourself not to be a single mother is to not participate in sex before marriage. And even if you do it the right way and you do get married and then have children, get married, then have sex, then have children. If you're not marrying the right partner, there's still a chance that you can become a single mom as well. So the single mom that you laugh at today could very well be the single mom that you need to get help from within the next 9 to 10 months. But hopefully that doesn't become her story. But whatever her real issue is as to why she decided to take a dig at single mothers on Mother's Day weekend, hopefully she quietly or loudly come to terms with that, whatever her insecurities and her issues are, and she heals through that so that she's not, giving off this nice, nasty attitude and, talking down on the women that helped made her business successful. But we reached a point of our conversation where it is your turn to share your 2 cents about anything that was made, any comments that was made throughout my ramble. Let me know your 2 cents about any thoughts and opinions shared here. And if you like these type of talks, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share with a friend. Invite your friend to come in and deposit their 2 cents in the comments, and check back in later and see what we talk about next week. Until next time.